Hello, universe. How are you? It's been a while. Um, this last few weeks has just been, it's been like snack, crackle, pop. Yeah, or I'm on crack, I'm not sure. Yeah, I've been in the midst of this move and it's behind me for the most part now. Now the challenging part is to settle in for however long you live in a place. Essentially I have a year lease, so I have like 10 and a half months to settle in and then to move again. It's actually been really educational, if you want to call a move educational, because I've realized how much I've hoarded as a person. And like, this is not the reason I came on here, obviously, by the title, but I will mention this. It's really fascinating because you get to this place where you realize, okay, well, I'm going to put that in storage and I'll keep it and I'll need it for later, or I'll sell it. And then you end up, letting things just sit there in storage for a year and devalue already. And, and then you spent twice as much as it was worth, or three times as much as the stuff was worth, so you could hold on to it, so you could sell it, and you never did. So right now I'm paying like I've got a special right now, like $100 a month for my storage unit, but it expires in July, and I've got basically $180 storage bill. Let's just call it 190 because it goes up there with taxes and blah 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 blah. So what I'm actually going to try and do is by July is get rid of most of the stuff I have in there, and then pull the rest of my stuff into a smaller storage unit to save money. And so that's kind of what's going on with that. So that's it's an experience to learn how much you've got, though. It's an experience. Well, of course it's an experience. It's shocking how much we hold on to. And I have like tools on top of tools that are the same tools. As a matter of fact, I realized the other day that I have two sets of two. Why did I hold up four fingers for two? I'm additionally challenged. Damn it. Anyway, so I have two full sets of screwdrivers on top of having adjustable screwdrivers, and then I have two sets of Allen wrenches on top of having more Allen wrenches that you get when you buy a product. So it's like, oh my God, what the hell do I have all this stuff for that I'm never using? I don't even use it that often. I have four tape measures. See, I did hold four fingers up for that one. So just keep track of what you've got and don't keep buying the same thing over and over again. It's just, especially Allen wrenches. Like, Allen wrenches don't ever strip out. Like, screwdrivers strip out, but Allen wrenches? We're just questionable sometimes in some of the things we do. At least some of us, not all of us. Some of you are probably, really well organized, and I'm working on that more and more, obviously. But anyways, so I wanted to come on here and talk about this Angelina Jolie thing. This thing is shocking and impressive and vanity rated and whatever, and curious. So let's just talk about it. If you're not aware, Angelina Jolie had a double mastectomy. She started the process in February and in late April completed the process of having all of her breast tissue removed. Now, if you don't know what a mastectomy is, basically is what I just said. She had all of her breast tissue removed. So she essentially had her breasts completely removed to prevent the possibility of breast cancer. Her mother died at age 56 from breast cancer, and Angelina Jolie wanted to make sure that she was able to tell her children with confidence, according to her, that she would never die of breast cancer. The interesting note that I saw about this said that she went from having 87% chance, an 87% chance of having breast cancer, to a 5% chance of having breast cancer. That is just, I mean, she cut her odds by like 900%. Was that 900%? Losing my mind. 8 times 5. it's ridiculous. I'll say 5%. 87 into 5 5 goes 0.1. So it's like she cut a good 80 something% chance of her having breast cancer. You just cut it out. I'm doing division in my brain. So she cut out that much of a chance of breast cancer. That's pretty remarkable, and I applaud her in a way, especially going public with it, because breast cancer is, a huge thing that occurs in this country. It's there's no solution to it. Um, so the fact that she did this is going to make huge headlines. And it just really was released, I guess, today, early this morning, or late last night. So this is huge, huge, huge that she had a double mastectomy. I mean, I applaud her for caring enough about wanting to be around for her children and to prevent breast cancer. Now, the odd thing about it, and I guess it's not really that odd, but the curious thing about it is that she did go in and have implants. And now implants have been known to cause problems. Now, I haven't heard about a lot of issues with implants recently, but I don't follow, breast activity on the internet. It's not like it's not like I'm going, hey, what's going on with breasts today? I mean, I'm a man that happens to, appreciate, breasts of all sizes. However, the point is that I don't go along, around looking into the research on current status of breasts or breast augmentation. So the fact that she had implants is kind of curious to me because I'm wondering if breast implants aren't they still dangerous? I mean, I know there's certain ones that are less dangerous than others. I think it's salines better than silicone. Stuffing's better than either one. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of breast, enhancements or installations. Installations. That sounds like I just had a security system installed. Uh, Machine gun jugglies. How did I miss those, baby? You should see Austin Powers if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm just not sure if is that supposed to be dangerous. I mean, you tell me, ladies. I don't know. Are breast implants still supposed to be dangerous? If not, I suppose it just comes down to a matter of money in order to have them. Um, it's just curious though. She did it for a health reason, but then she went back and did something vain. Now, if she wanted to really make a notice of it, she would have not had, an implants or any implants, and she would have just gone the way she was and flat chested. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with being a woman that doesn't happen to have breasts. She's had reconstructive, so it's not like she's going to be scarred or, have any major issues like that. She could just be a woman who doesn't have breasts because she's like, I did it for my children. Very selfless. But then she went and kind of did a little bit of a vain thing by having it, having breasts installed. I mean, I guess it's not really, I mean, she's human and there's nothing really wrong with wanting to look good. So I applaud her on that. I mean, I guess I really can't fault her for it. It's just very curious because in the same breath to go and have a breast, to have a mastectomy, to having, implants, when I'm not sure if implants are considered dangerous anymore. I guess anything you have installed in your body is going to be dangerous. It's like, installed, once again, it's like a security system. Anything you have, implanted in your body is going to present potential for danger. It's just fascinating that she went and had a breast implants after she had this double mastectomy. Apparently the odds are, I suppose, infinitesimal or smaller or, abbreviated for having any issues with implants. So it's a great, noble thing for your children and a selfless thing for your children to do that. And then you add that little bit of vanity back into it. So I guess we can't fault her because that's what people do. I just find the whole thing fascinating. So I wanted to come on and share it. I go look it up online. You can see more about it. It's a really fascinating story that she actually went and did this. Now, obviously, she's still going to look, I guess, well endowed with boobage, and that's great. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Angelina Jolie, so I'm not worried about, I don't really look at her in a sexual sense. I've never really been attracted to Angelina Jolie, believe it or not. And part of it's her personality just never really did it for me. I mean, she does a lot of selfless things and very, humanitarian things, and I, respect her for that. But personality-wise, I'm not really attracted to it, to her. I'm not really attracted to her. She just has this, I don't know, and it's purely, based on my media experience, but because I've never met her before. Um, but I respect her as a person and what she's trying to do for the world and for her children and what she's done for society and, what Brad Pitt and she have both done for society. But as far as, sexual sense, I'm not attracted to her. So I can look at this a little differently than a lot of other people and go, oh, God, no, you took away the boobs. I don't look at it like that because I'm not thinking about her like that. I think about her more as this humanitarian person and someone who obviously cares a lot about her children and her family. And so I can look at it from a little bit of an outside perspective versus someone who's like that towards her. And there's going to be men who are going to be going, oh, that's weird. But as long as you give them something to look at, which I guess is what the implants is for, and I suppose their brain will pass over the mastectomy part quite quickly, especially if they don't even know what the hell a mastectomy is. A mastectomy. Do you need lotion for that? Anyway, I suppose that's it for this video. I have a lot of respect for Angelina Jolie for doing this for her children and to protect herself from it and not worrying about what people thought about it. I just find the implants, kind of adding that little bit of touch of vanity back into it. But she wants to look good. Who doesn't want to look good? I mean, you know what I'm saying? All right. Take care. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are doing great. Feel free to leave your opinion of this whole thing below because a video response or a comment or whatever, I think it's really fascinating that she had, a mastectomy, a double mastectomy at that, and decreased her chances of ever developing breast cancer by just a phenomenal percentage. I mean, that's, there's apparently a test if you want to know if you are likely to have breast cancer. You can go and do this test that will tell you what your odds are. And then if you do a double mastectomy, probably what the decrease of odds are that you will develop breast cancer. And I'm sure a lot of it has to do with, your heredity, obviously. It also has, or genetics, heredity, but genetics also has a lot to do probably with your age, your risk level. So just look into it. It's really, really fascinating that she did this. So that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you are doing well. I'll be back on here soon with some more videos sooner than later. I'm not going to make BS promises to you because that's just wrong. But I'll be back on here sooner than later with some more vids. And take care of yourself and enjoy the day. That's what it's here for.